It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Future Titans of Wrestling. Let me introduce myself. I am the Asian sensation. I've been everywhere. I have seen everything. There's not a move I can't counter. There's not a strategy that I can't defeat. You've got problems and I've got solutions. Give me a call because I am the ultimate solutions provider. September 19th. September 19th, the debut show for Future Titans of Wrestling. And you know what? I'll be there. I will be there. But I'm not coming alone. Oh no. I am bringing global domination with me. King Enterprises will be there. And we'll be watching and we'll be playing. You want to know who they are? Do you want to know who they are? Well, come. September 19th, Mooney's Lounge. And you will see King Enterprises and Global Domination walk away with every single belt available. We will be the champion of champions. I will be the manager of champions. The future of wrestling lies with the Asian sensation and King Enterprises. Future Titans of Wrestling, if you want success, you gotta come through me. Peace be the journey.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only Aftershock. What's going on, man?
Well, I'm just sitting here, chilling, watching the Asian Sensations promo coming on. I thought that was pretty cool.
Right. He means what he says and says what he means. You know what I'm saying?
I won't disagree with you there. He's a great talent and great athlete.
Without a doubt. So how have you been, man? Tell us a little bit about what's been going on in Aftershock's world.
Shocking and rocking and rolling. That's basically what I try to do. Keep my personal life entertained, keep the fans entertained in the wrestling, business. Try to keep promoters happy.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Luke Christian said, "Hey, it's my two best dudes. What's going on, Luke?"
That's my dog right there.
We better not start the UGG chants. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Well, if you guys don't know, this guy right here is one half of a great tag team in our area called Out of Darkness. I happen to manage these guys every once in a while. Not all the time, but as much as I can get out there and help them, I go out there and help them. So talk to me a little bit about your tag team partner, Craven, and say hi to him because I know he's out there. He's probably watching at least. He's going to at least tune in.
You're exactly right. I assume he's watching. He better be, or I'm going to slap him. But no, when I posted, initially I put the post when earlier today, I put it on our Out of Darkness Facebook page. Aftershock of Out of Darkness is going to be, on hashtag Truth 7. I forgot to put the time. I probably should have done that. I might have put the time. I don't know. And
we got a nice little crowd watching, so apparently it got across.
I appreciate all y'all watching and the people that will watch it in the future.
There you go.
But he messaged me. I'm sitting, like I told you before we come on, I was at Waffle House. He come on there. Why didn't you tell me? I'm like, it was a last minute thing, and I was like, if you want to get on there with me, which I like being on there with people. I get nervous. You probably know now, but I'm sure you do because I just told you I'm nervous. But
Right.
it's nice to get on there with your tag team partner. And I sent him a message. And he just got off work, so he might not have seen it. But I was like, I know you wouldn't have cared if he could come on here with me.
Right.
And I never got a message back from him. I guess he's driving, but nevertheless, I was like, this is a last minute thing. So I know he's watching. If he's not watching now, he'll watch it. He'll cut in halfway through, or he'll watch it tonight when he
I feel kind of bad because you guys went out to ACW defending the tag team championships. Our car broke down, so I couldn't get out there, and unfortunately, you guys lost the tag team champions. I feel kind of like that's my fault, but we will be back for those. I have a feeling in the future we will be back for those.
Well, I ain't gonna blame it on nobody. Realistically speaking, me and Craven are a great tag team. We represented those ACW tag team championships as best we could, and unfortunately, the Brotherhood. We've been feuding with the Brotherhood. Everybody knows. They got one over on us finally after us overcoming odds for probably close to 2 months. Keeping they got lucky, and I got it on our YouTube channel. Unfortunately, didn't get the end, but Natural Born Player, he got the victory when he had a loaded knee come and hit me in the forehead and knocked me out.
Right.
And like I said, it ends right before that happens. But after that,
it has to be shenanigans, when we're talking about them guys. They just can't straight up win a match.
And the sad part is, you look at AJ McIntyre. Let's look at AJ McIntyre. AJ McIntyre is 20 plus years in this business and one of the greatest.
Big guy, great wrestler.
He's 6'2", 6'3", approaching 300 pounds, but you wouldn't know it the way he moves and the way he can work that arm and work them legs. Right. And you got Natural Born Player, which I think he's right around that same amount of time, 15, 20 years. Great tech worker. And, kayfabe speaking, I hate to say it this way, I hope people don't get mad at me for saying it this way. When I step in the ring with him, and as far as kayfabe goes, I try my best. But realistically speaking, I learn something every time I get in the ring with both AJ and the Natural Born Player. If we step outside
that's a good thing, though. Everybody should be doing that when they get in the ring, no matter who they're up against. You should always be learning something every time you get in. And it drives me crazy to listen to some of these, especially the younger kids nowadays. We had one come on here that was interviewed a week or so ago, and he realized what he had said, and then he kind of retracted it. But he was like, well, I've been in the business for 2 years and I paid my dues. And then he kind of went, but I'm still paying them. He realized really quick what he had said, and they jumped all over him. So, it doesn't matter if you're in 10, 15, 20 years. Every time you get in the ring, you should be learning something. I learn something as a fan every time I watch you guys. So,
that's true. You never quit learning, and I have messed up ankles. I have a messed up knee. I have like I said before I come on here, my back's getting worse and worse every day. And yeah,
I gotta catch up with these because there's one at the end here that you've got to see. No, it's not you. It's not you at all. Michael King, who did the promo to begin the show, said working tonight, but wanted to say hello and keep up the good work. Luke Christian said I got to do something while I'm under the weather. Yes. I'm sorry that you're in the hospital. I did see that on Facebook. I hope you're getting well, buddy. I hope you're getting better.
In the hospital. I just know he was sick.
Yeah, he was they had a picture of him in the hospital. He's got an upper respiratory infection. So
I didn't know he was in the hospital.
Luke. Get better, Luke. Mitch, how you doing? Miss Tina loves Stewart.
I fell down a well. Yeah. Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. Ben Wolf too said hello, Shock. What's going on, Ben?
Oh, what's up, Ben?
Mitch says Brewers suck, go Giants. Yeah, okay, whatever. Next. Alex, Aftershock, what's up?
Yeah, I gotta throw him around some more.
Here's what I had to get to. James Roberts says, "What's up, big guy? Remember, you still owe me a match, and stop saying my name so much. At least buy me dinner." You were talking about somebody else, but you did say playa.
Yeah.
So-
I was up there this past week. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were done with.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Was that the match you sent me?
That's the match I sent you on YouTube. Okay. I got to step in the ring with one of my favorite people. I get to step in the ring with Jay Stunner.
Okay.
And he's one of the best, probably top 10 in the, I would say, and a lot of people might disagree with me, but I don't care. One of the top 10 people under 200 pounds, and I don't know if he's over 200, but he's probably under 200 pounds. I don't know. But he's one of my favorite people to get in the ring and work with and do stuff with, and I like getting in there, and he had a little X factor. Probably the biggest upcomer in independent professional wrestling anywhere, and that's anywhere, not just in North Carolina, South Carolina. It's anywhere.
Right.
It's the only Luke Fury.
Oh, I love Luke. I love Luke.
Luke come out there with his little chair they probably found in the back of the APW arena, and had something written on it. I don't know what the hell was written on it, but
right.
Come out there, and pretty much the end of the match ended with a little insecurity from Jay Stunner, which is one of his signature moves, probably one of the best insecurities in the business. Right. As far as indie goes, probably as far as all goes. And then you had, I fell on the rope. It stunned me. I'm 480 pounds, but I get stunned.
Right.
Fell on the ropes, and then about as hard as he could. Luke Fury with his little chair cracked me over the head, and then Stunner took a little advantage of that with a little neck breaker there at the end, and what can I do? He hit me with a chair and a neck breaker. I mean, it's hard to jump out of that, So
right, I understand what you're saying. James said, "Don't you be talking about those 2-year vets," and he's laughing. Luke Christian said they discharged me yesterday. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear you getting better. Mitch said, "All joking aside, when I met Shock a while back, I saw something in him as a young kid. He stood out in the locker room to me, and I'm looking forward to the day this big man locks up with him." There you go.
Man, I like Mitch. Man, Mitch is one of my favorite people. He's one.
I like Mitch, but I got to get him to like a real baseball team. I'm just saying.
I know y'all butt heads over that very often. But yeah, me and Mitch, man, I get a lot of advice from him. I let him watch the matches. That's why I guess you can say I scam people with these YouTube, these YouTube links when I put them up. But one, I want them to be entertained. But from the veterans, people that's been in there, not even as long as I have, people that's been in there.
He said, "Love you, Shock."
I love you too, brother. But I want to get that critique from people who's been in the business, not even as long as me. If again, going back to Luke or Luke Christian or AP come up to me with saying something like, "Shock, you that looked good, but that would look better." People, especially some of these veterans, man, they look at it like, "I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I don't need your advice, kid." But I take criticism, constructive criticism. Let's get that right, because there's a difference.
Right.
I take proper constructive criticism from those who I feel have a good eye for this business and what a match, whether a spot monkey match or a storytelling match or both.
Now, here's a question I have for you, Shock, because I rarely ask this question. But what if a fan comes up to you and says, "Hey, Shock, I saw you do this in the ring, but have you ever tried this?" What would you take that from a fan?
It just depends on. So that's a hard question, because you have people who look at it and just want to see me do something else.
Right.
But then you have those fans who know the business. And
I mean, I can understand if they walked up to you and said, "Hey, Shock, a 450 off the top rope would be really cool from a guy like you."
Well,
I mean, I can understand looking at them and going, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
The only 450 you're getting out of me is if I lose 30 pounds.
I love it. I got to use that one day. That's good.
Right. That's the only 450 you're getting out of me. And even then, no, but if it's a fan that actually, kind of knows the technique and the inner workings, and I guess I hate to use this term because I don't like this term, but a smart mark, which everybody is in 2021,
Right.
they actually kind of can, make sense with what they're saying and
Right.
know the inner workings. It's just the same as any critique from any worker.
Right. I got you. I understand. That's good. James said, of course, someone is going to disagree. The next person is always better, apparently. Jay Stunna is underrated. I will agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Luke said, Shock's my husband. I don't know about that.
Well, we have a little side relationship a lot of people don't know about.
Oh, okay. I got you.
We like to make people uncomfortable.
And Billy Jones is booking already. He said, book a match with Aftershock and Big Country to see who has the best size 15 kick move. I don't know about the best size 15 kick move, but I would love to see those two big men. I've said it many times. I would love to see those two men in the ring go one-on-one. That would be really cool.
I tell you what, Big Country, when my first or second year in, he was in Monroe, the Agriculture Center in Union County, and I was wearing pants and a shirt. That was before I discovered a singlet can help you crack when you bend over. And that's the first advice he told me. He's like, "You look good, but you need to wear a singlet to cover up the crack when you bend over." And I totally agree with that.
Unless you're a plumber, unless your gimmick's a plumber,
and that's a good idea. Somebody should take that from this. I release all rights to that. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good idea. I might take that into consideration too.
For those nights you forget the singlet when you go into a wrestling match, you just change it to the plumber gimmick and do a plumber, right?
Check your pipes and put somebody down for the 3 count.
There you go. Travis said, I've seen you in the ring, and one thing I can tell you is remember to work like a big man.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you exactly what he means, and I've been hearing it for 11, 12 years in March. I give too much to smaller people. And I hate to, again, I'm stepping outside the veil. But, and here lately I've been trying not to be so lighthearted or light when it comes to smaller dudes. But, I like to work closer to their weight, if that makes sense. And then, if they hit me with
it's hard for fans to look, Shock, not to interrupt you, but it's hard for fans to look and see like somebody 110 pounds going up against you at, close to 500 and they hit you or something and they're knocking you back. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
It really don't make sense. And I mean, I've learned that and I've known it for the whole time. I've just been like, well, what if somebody, thinks I have an ego because I don't want to bump or don't want to register or whatever it may be, and that's one thing I've always worried about. And then they say, for lack of a better word, I'm not trying to use no cuss words on here, but screw them people.
It's not PG here, you know that.
Yeah, it's like screw them. This is the way it works. You can't have a 200-pound dude throwing a 500-pound dude off the ropes, especially in the beginning parts of the match. It just don't make sense.
Right.
So, with that being said, I will 100% agree with that because I've had that issue for a long time, but I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to get that big man mindset, not look weak.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't want to sit there and not sell nothing or register or anything. And like I said, I don't mean to step out the veil, but I just
you good, man.
I hate doing that because I'm a big believer in kayfabe.
Right.
I know
kayfabe gives us something to invest in. I mean, that's one thing that a lot of people, have to realize. The fans are looking for kayfabe, even though we know. We still want to see a story. We still want to get something to invest in. You know what I'm saying? And I hate people that say, it doesn't matter what I hate wrestlers that say doesn't matter what we do in the ring because they know it. They know it's the F word or that word that nobody loves in wrestling. it doesn't matter. We still want to see the stories. We still want to get behind the good guys. We still want to boo the bad guys. It's still there, folks. It's still there.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold that thought right here because we're at the 20-minute mark. I've already passed it by 5 minutes. Let me get this quick video in from one of our sponsors, and when we come back, you tell us that story because I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to be right back after this quick message from Excalibur.
The mission of a force beyond your imagination. The awakening of Excalibur.
There you go. Excalibur Championship Wrestling. Look on their Facebook page to find out when their next show is. Aftershock was going to tell us a story here. Go ahead,
man. No, you're good. We were on the subject of kayfabe, and me and Craven, we've known each other since eighth grade, basically.
Right.
And through high school, that's what brought our friendship together originally. Is professional wrestling. Him being Edge and Hardy fan, and me being an Undertaker and Mark Henry fan. Just kind of it took off from there. But anytime anybody would question, that stuff's F, and we'd get pissed off. It's them are fighting words to me.
Right.
When I worked at Walmart, and this is another story, and I'll get away from the kayfabe subject, but when I worked at Walmart, I had a dude, a big one. Like I'm talking about jacked, probably good 6'8", 6'9", and we was talking about mixed martial arts and professional wrestling. I was talking about, that's what I do. I do that. And that's when I was in the training sessions.
Right.
First few years, and he laughed at me. He was like, "That fake shit," and I'm like, we can get in the ring and I'll show you how fake it is. He stopped laughing. He's like, "No, I'm good." I take it. It's really offensive when the F word is used. I will be lenient and say it's choreographed. That's a little bit better word.
Right.
But saying fake and not real,
talk to a professional wrestler the day after.
Yeah, like
any professional wrestler the day after, you're gonna feel it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
What a lot of people don't realize, fans don't realize either, is that ring is bouncy, it catches your. What they don't realize is the padding underneath that ring is only so thick. And then it's wood and steel under there, folks. It's wood and steel under there. There's not a lot of give.
That brings me to the last match I was in. I did one with the Rex Rumble show that was in Mooresboro. New Blood Championship / Linda Wrestling, however, LWA. New Blood, I'm not good with letters.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying. It's a Rex Rumble show in Mooresboro at the old gymnasium. And, I worked Big Donnie. Me and Big Donnie got in there. And I've been in the ring with Big Donnie a couple times.
Big Donnie, he's a big guy too. He's big one.
And really athletic. A lot of people look at him and be like, and then they see him work in the ring and wrestle in the ring, and then they're like, but we've been in the ring a couple times in the past.
Zach Thomas right here. I like this. If it was easy, everyone would do it. That is exactly right.
Exactly right. That's we got the card of list, and Mr. Thunderbolt, which I'm talking to him in the back rooms when we're together. He's like, "You and me, Donnie, whoa, that's gonna be good." And I'm like, hell yeah, it's gonna be good.
Right. I mean, you're not going to go in with expectations of having a bad match. I mean, to
No,
me,
no,
that
no,
never
no.
makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
And going back to what the ring's made of, the way that match ended, I took I got on the second rope. I guess I was gonna do something. I don't know. I hit him with a splash. He fell down. Going to go into the second rope. Maybe try bonsai, but I told you, like I said, he's athletic, and I'm a pretty fast big dude too. I would say when I want to be, but he's pretty quick, and he got up under me and hit me with a power bomb off the second rope.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'll be uploading that one here in the next few days. It'll be on there.
I want to see that one. That sounds interesting. I definitely want to see that one.
I don't want to feel it again. That's for sure. But I got I got up I got pretty much thrown down from the second rope with a little bit of force, 450 pounds of force.
Right.
Me, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to getting off my feet involuntarily.
Right.
So
Travis, you have Wednesday. You sent me a message. It popped up on my screen. You have Wednesday, dude. Just let you know.
You have Wednesday.
You have Wednesday. Speaking of him, he said Terror Kings will help you learn. So one half of the Terror Kings will be on #Truth this Wednesday.
I heard that.
Alexander said, I remember getting chokeslammed by Aftershock, but he also helped me in the ring. Thank you very much. James Roberts says Matt Burge and Rage. Davidson, hands down, best two guys from which to learn from. I would agree. He said, "Ask HP if our match in Boone was fake." We already established none of these matches are fake.
Man, let me
watch it
go
very
ahead.
hard. Go ahead. What?
Oh, I go ahead. I was gonna let do the comments first.
And then James said, "Shock, can I throw someone into you again?" I don't know what that was all about.
I'll get to that.
There's
So,
a story there.
yeah, it is. So let me start with Rage Davidson. I can't, I don't know him like that, but the times that me and him are interactive, he's always said, he's one that's been hammering wrestle like a big man. Get an attitude, whether you're face or heel. Get that attitude and beat the shit out of somebody.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, and the last time I actually talked to him, I think, was at one of the Tim's backyard shows last year. And I got pissed off because some, some things happened. But I was getting pissed off and just it was right before I made a face turn. I think it was a week or so before I made a face turn.
Right.
And he come back to the locker room. He's like, "That's how you need to get. That's how you need to get." And I thought people were mad at me because I done get flipped out on some fans, and he's like, "Hey, that's what you need to do." I'm like, "Hell yeah, that's what I need to do."
Are you gonna argue with him?
I
No.
thought Jim was mad at me. It was like, "No, Chuck, that was good. That was good, Chuck."
Lazarus Black, who I'm trying to get on #Truth. We're gonna make that happen. Him and his partner, 100% one of the coolest dudes I know in this business.
Oh, I'll get to Lazarus Black in a minute, but let me get back to the Boone show.
Okay, go ahead.
So, we wrestled. So the original main event, which, got rewritten a couple times, just called, people come, people don't come, whatever. But those Boone fans and Playa was like, these fans, they like hardcore stuff. I'm like, well, okay. So I'm thinking, well, Playa and HP's going to do this hardcore match. And what should have been some take it home spots, in my personal opinion, that scared me, even as a wrestler and as a fan, was like, holy shit. They did a spot where, like, Playa, I think it was a power bomb or something into one of the plastic tables, not a wooden table, a plastic table, which worried me because that plastic shards can cut.
Right.
And yourself, us big dudes, especially us that tend to get cellulitis, we don't like things that cut.
No.
And I thought that was a take it home spot. I thought it was in. I thought, like, HP is done. He ain't getting up, whether he wanted to or not, because he went through that table hard. He wasn't going to jump out. He jumped out at 3 count, and it surprised me. And then they went around a little bit more, did some more big hardcore spots, which, A lot of people looking at
I mean, if you can handle it, and you're giving the fans what they want, I mean, that's great.
the fans loved it. The fans loved it. That whole show was good. That was the main event to the show, if I'm not mistaken. And as far as him throwing something in, he threw HP into me. I'm sitting there because I set up a little gimmick table. I started doing that.
Right.
I printed out me some pictures with just my picture on it for when I'm just by myself. Of course, we got to have darkness photos and shirts.
Right.
But I was like, maybe it's a good idea for me to get anyways, that's that. So I had a table set up right there beside HP's, and I wasn't even paying attention. I knew they were behind me doing some stuff, and I felt HP just run right into my shoulder and into the chair, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" I look behind. Here comes HP, you know, and here comes Playa, and I'm like, "Oh, Playa," I held out my arm like, let me clothesline him in, and it doesn't make any kind of sense because I'm a face, so it's like, but I did it anyway. And he threw HP off of my arm. And I was like, wow, he really threw the shit out of HP off my arm.
Hey, you got to make it look real, man. Sometimes you got to be a little stiff in the ring to,
And I'm a true believer in
what they want.
because a lot of people they're light, and I try to be light because I'm scared. I'm scared of my pulls, but I pull fine. But I still get scared.
Right.
But anyway, I'm gonna tell you about the first. Now we're going to talk about Lazarus Black.
Okay, well, before you do that, I'm going to hit this real quick commercial from the Holly Yatsko, and then we'll be right back, and Aftershock's going to tell us all about Lazarus Black. I can't wait to hear this. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Gene Perry here, cordially inviting you all to the 6th Annual Holly Yatsko Memorial Cup, which will be September 4th at the Gilkey School Community Center in Rutherford, North Carolina. 8 men will enter into the tournament. Only 1 man can win. Got a great lineup this year. September 4th, doors open at 6:30, bell time is 7. Hope to see you all there. Thank you.
I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that you were mine. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that you were mine. I miss you, I miss.
There we go. All right. The Holly Yatsko 6th Annual Holly Yatsko Memorial Cup out in Rutherford, North Carolina. Now, back to Aftershock. You were about to tell us about one Mr. Lazarus Black.
Yeah, the Black Society, man. Like, the first time I come out to TM, this is my. I'll start. I'm a storyteller.
He said, watch what you say, Shock.
But the first time I come out to Tim's, the first time I seen it was the second week they started doing them backyard shows.
Right.
And I seen it on my friend Preston, Mr. Crystal, his page, and as I'm messaging Mr. Crystal, I see him pop up messaging me, and what I'm asking, he pretty much asked if I want to come out there. I'm like, right. It's like fate, to me. And I'm like, so I talked to Tim Hunter, which,
right.
And the rest is history. But so the first time I come out there, the Black Society is doing some training. I didn't really talk to Ryan Mantis, because Ryan Mantis has one of them resting, like, don't fuck with me faces. He's one of the coolest dudes you ever meet. I know that now after 2 years almost of knowing him, but knowing him professionally.
Right.
But I was like, he's the second one I talked to. Ryan Mantis was, or it's not. Excuse me. Lazarus Black was the first, of the Black Society, and one of the first people I actually talked to when I come out to Tim's house. And I'd been coming off of. I don't really like talking about it, but it stems from that's how Out of Darkness was created. Is what I was coming from, in my life,
Right. Depression, things like that.
Oh, bro, October of 2019 into September, I was supposed to go to AJ Myers' wedding with him and with him and his husband, but like I was in the mental hospital. I was going to be part of their wedding because me and AJ Myers, we're real good friends too outside of wrestling.
Right.
But anyways, that's I come in and I'm like, this is pretty cool, real chill environment. It's really relaxed, especially for wrestling related.
Right.
And I come in there, I started messing around with Lazarus Black. We just doing a little opening series, and I hit him with a little vertical suplex. And it seemed like from that point on, he was like, "That was a beautiful vertical suplex," and I'm like, "That was a beautiful vertical suplex." That's what started my relationship with Lazarus Black, and I catch a lot of advice from him and both Ryan Mantis, and I like both being in the ring with both of them. They make both me and Craven better than what we are. And
he helps a lot of younger wrestlers, and he also very multi-talented guy. And I'm not saying that I know he's watching. I'm saying it because it's the truth, man. The guy can take out a guitar and boom, he's singing. Great singing voice. He does that every once in a while on Facebook, and that's the first time I ever saw Lazarus Black. I have to admit it. He was doing one of his singings on Facebook with his guitar, and I asked if he would do a song, and he did a song for me. So it was pretty cool, man. And after that, I learned he was a wrestler, and like you said, the rest was history.
Yeah.
And shortly after that story you told about going out there, it wasn't a month or two afterwards that we started Uprise, and we started.
I think it might have been a little bit longer than that. I think it might have been about 3 months.
3 months? Okay, 3 months after that, me and you started hanging out, and we became good friends. So it's funny how wrestling works like that, right?
It is. It's I believe in the brotherhood still, as far no pun intended, the ACW brotherhood. But
Lazarus says you ain't even close to the same dude I met at that yard, bro.
I appreciate it. That means a lot. You gonna make me cry over here? But
I'm seeing you move around a lot, going to different organizations and wrestling. And, me and you are friends. We talk, I won't say every day, but, we talk at least once a week.
Yeah.
And, it's also, I love following all my friends' careers. I've got a bunch of friends in the industry, and I love it. We were just talking before the show. I had, 4 or 5 people message me, just talking wrestling. And I love that. And I love it. But it's cool when you know the person and, you get to watch their careers get better. And, there's 4 or 5 guys that I'm just tickled to death with. And I can't wait to see one of you guys get big.
I'm usually already big. So.
Well, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are big. Me and you walk into a place. They know somebody's walking in, right?
Yeah, that McDonald's in Forest City really knows when we walk through them doors.
I'm waiting for the first person to come behind McDonald's counter. You go home now. You've been here too many times. No.
I think it's funny because we are the biggest people in there by a stretch, a long stretch, and we probably get the, considering the amount of people.
1,000 pounds of beef walking into a McDonald's, man. Just me and you.
It's funny because we'll walk in there, but like the smaller people are the ones buying more food than we are.
Right.
That's another thing.
Brandon Owens says, "How's it going, fellas? How's it going, Brandon?"
Brandon Owens, man, that dude's amazing.
He retired a while back, man, or he said he's going to hang it up for a little while. I don't know what's going on with him, but I miss him, man. I loved it when he was wrestling out at HWA and all the other places where he was wrestling, man. We miss you, Brandon.
Oh yeah. You're good talent. I mean, and that makes me sad too, man. I see these talented people. And I know they have busy lives and their shoot lives and their shoot jobs, whatever. And I totally agree with that. I know, but man, it's people that's amazing at what they do. Brandon Owens being one of them. It's
He
like
said family comes first, man. We understand that wholeheartedly, brother. I understand that without a doubt. As a matter of fact, Brandon Owens' wife, back when I first started hashtag, Brandon Owens' wife also wrestled.
yeah.
And I didn't know that. And she was going to come on hashtag. She never made it. I wish she would have. That would have been cool.
It was never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. I would love to have her on. But yeah, they both wrestle, which was pretty cool, man. And I thought that was totally awesome.
Yeah, it's real cool. He was working as a kid crazy when I first met him. It wasn't. I guess now, when either way, he's another good small guy that runs around and able to tell a story and do spots and put it together in a really good way.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I loved watching him. Odell Lowe says, I'm still waiting on my Iron Man match.
Well, oh,
well,
okay. I tell you this.
Uh-oh.
From my understanding, he has the GPW Heavyweight Championship.
Uh-oh.
If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Odell, but you do. There's some. I've heard some weird ways of how what went down, but that's neither here nor there.
I know where this is going. Spit it out. Come on, I want to hear it.
I'm thinking about it because my cardio. I've been working on my cardio.
I'll say it for him. I'm his manager. I'll say it for him.
No, you got to say it.
Iron Man match. You want him to do the Iron Man match? You put that GPW title on the line, sir. We will be there. We will be there.
60 man. 60-minute time limit. I guess you can call that Iron Man something.
There you go. Brandon said, "Stop it! You're gonna make me blush."
No, I don't know. I've been working on my cardio. Whether I can go 60 minutes or not, I'm not.
Odell said 60 minutes, baby. Let's test that cardio. Oh, all you got to do is add for the GPW Heavyweight Championship at the end of that, Odell, and it's booked. We'll book it.
I'll think about it because I got to work on my cardio. See, I don't know if I can go 60 minutes, but
I'll help you with 30 of it. I'll help you with 30 of it.
I'll be feeling like
I'll be ringside. Me and Odell got a history at ringside. If you don't remember, the man hit me with a chain in the back of my head. I remember that, Odell. I owe you one. So yeah, we will be there. I'll make sure of it because I'll go in the ring for 30 minutes with you. Yeah, I know. He said, "What happened last time you helped, Scott?" Yeah, It's all good.
It was a fun day, and that a lot of that's on my YouTube channel, not the Out of Darkness, but the Robert Shock YouTube channel. Matter of fact, the first time I ever took that V-dub, the crossbody he does.
V-dub, yep.
That was the day that it was me and Andy Ayers was tagging. Andy Ayers is a good dude too, but
Lazarus said Shock is one of the 4 people in the business I could talk philosophy with without wanting to hit him. Oh man, I guess I'm nobody after Shock. That's okay, man. I got you.
We're deep thinkers. We're deep people. I guess you could say. I don't know. Like I'm a very open-minded guy.
He is. Lazarus can talk any kind of philosophy with you, man. I'll tell you what. I had one conversation with him. We were talking about religion and gods and things like that, and boy, I'll tell you what. I hope you got 3 hours because Lazarus will sit down and talk to you about some religion now.
And I don't really talk too much on religion because
right.
I don't want to talk about it on here, but
right. It's all good. I mean, some people don't like talking politics. Some people don't like talking religion. I get it, but I was just making a statement that the man is deep. He is deep.
He's very, when it comes to his religion and the pagan religion, and I hate only like religion, but the pagan belief system, I think I like using belief system. It's less corporate, if you will. society.
I was. If you guys are wondering what he means by this, he said, "Scott, I still haven't forgotten high society." I was doing okay. Let me explain how what it was about. I was putting up a poster like this right here, and I was talking about Black Society being at the show, and I called them High Society instead of Black Society.
I remember that. I think.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
He's very knowledgeable on a lot of things. He's a very talented guy. I'm probably one of the few people he can talk to and not have to worry about, offending
Somebody, right?
somebody because, as crazy as I am and some of my belief systems and
right
based on life,
I mean, I've sat down and talked to you. Me and you have talked about, ghosts because I like ghost hunting. We talked about UFOs. We talked about all kinds of things outside of wrestling.
I can talk all day on UFOs and ghosts. So.
Right. I love having those conversations with you, man. And I'm pretty sure if Lazarus was added in, we'd never stop talking.
But, it's fun to talk to about stuff like that. And
right, without a doubt. So we're at the part of the show where if you're a booker out there, if you're a promoter out there, tell people, or a fan, tell people where they can find you, Aftershock, on social media and everything else.
Yeah. My primary focus is Out of Darkness. That's our tag team with Eric Craven. Out of Darkness basically represents the darkness being depression, anxiety, PTSD, and we suicide awareness. That's what the darkness represents, and of course, Out of Darkness. We both dealt with that, and so that's pretty much our stand. You can go on Facebook and type in Out of Darkness Wrestling. You should be able to find our tag team pretty easily. I think. Same thing with YouTube. You may have to go down a little bit on YouTube for Out of Darkness Wrestling, but if you go on there, type in Out of Darkness Wrestling, you should be able to find it pretty quickly. And feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always putting up there. We're either talking about, stuff wrestling related, or on Facebook we're sometimes sharing, little memes that you got this, and good support, whatever. And we got our next, not this weekend, but August 28th we'll be in Vail, North Carolina. They're actually ACW is doing a fan fest. I haven't even told you yet, Scott, but they're doing a fan fest.
Okay.
And that starts at 12, and then they'll have a show later on that day. Pretty much all the ACW wrestlers will have a little gimmick table set out near the ring, and the fans, they get to talk to all their favorite wrestlers, both the heels and the faces, managers, sideshows.
Sideshows.
Bruce will watch this and like, are you talking about me, Shock? I'm gonna feed you some chicken nuggets. I love Bruce, but anyways, you'll have that, and then I hope to wrestle with Rex some more. He's got a show the same day as the memorial for
Haliatsko.
Yeah, the Gene Perry's daughter, and I'll be there. I actually will be in the crowd supporting Rhonda, my girlfriend, who is the official photographer for Heritage Wrestling Alliance.
Right.
And so I'll be out there supporting her that day, and supporting Gene and keeping the memory of his daughter alive.
Right.
I don't know Gene all that well, but like I said, I'm a big believer in the brotherhood of wrestling.
Right.
Gene
is a good guy. Gene is a really good guy.
He seems to be
really good referee, and just all around great person.
Yeah, so I'll be there supporting her, but whatever next Rumble show after that, I hope I'm gonna talk to him, maybe get booked on it. I think he enjoyed me and Big Donnie's match, so I hope to go back there. And I've been working with Players Promotion and one of your sponsors, XCW.
There you go.
Singles. Like I said, that's where I wrestled Jay Stunna. And I'll be doing whenever he wants to book me. I'll go to, as long as it ain't super far away, I'll go wrestle with him. And when I get my South Carolina wrestling license, I know I've had several invites from South Carolina promoters wanting Aftershock and Out of Darkness alike to come to South Carolina work, but I'm not trying to get fined, and I'm not trying to be responsible for a promoter getting fined.
Right. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
a little bit of red tape in South Carolina. Not gonna lie.
They want that tax money is what they want. I believe it's a money market. I wrestle with anybody. Anybody who needs a big guy.
And we should be ashamed of ourselves, man, that Rhonda had to put this up here. We've been on here for 50 minutes and not one time. October 30th in Gilkey will be the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup out at Rutherfordton, North Carolina at the Gilkey Community Center. You're not going to want to miss that. We will have the poster out for that soon. A lot of great talent is going to be in the Billy Ruff Memorial. As a matter of fact, Miss Rhonda is going to be doing Billy Ruff Memorial, I believe 5 and 6, correct?
It's two of them. It's four.
There's two of them that we're going to have on. We should be ashamed of ourselves for not knowing
what the numbers are, but
we should be ashamed of ourselves. But there's going to be a tag team tournament for the first all in one show, a tag team tournament. And then the second part of the show is going to be the battle royal, the normal battle royal for the cup. And there's going to be raffles all through the show. There's going to be awards handed out during intermission. Being October 30th, I believe, if I'm wrong, Rhonda will correct me later, but I'm pretty sure being October 30th, Halloween, we will probably have a Halloween contest of some sort, costume contest of some sort like we've had every year. But it's going to be a great show. Everything will start coming out very soon with all the information. So be looking forward to the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup, October 30th at the Gilkey Community Center out in Rutherford, North Carolina.
I'm so nervous being on here. I done forgot all the information about it. But
and I was asking you before the show, was Miss Rhonda going to watch? And you were like, well, I don't know. She doesn't feel good.
I hope good.
Thank you, Miss Rhonda, for coming on and making us do what we should have done in the first place.
I feel so bad.
That's okay. You have to get off of here and go up there and see her after this.
She's gonna beat me up. But basically, an overview of who Billy Ruff was. Billy Ruff was her son.
Yes.
Who passed from a heart condition.
Yes. He was
I never got to know him. I met Rhonda.
A great guy, a great person. And like I said, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming out in the near future. About the show, about Billy, and about everything that's going on. So definitely, please come out there. It's always a great show, a great time out there. HWA moved from Forest City out to Rutherfordton after the pandemic, so they're out in Rutherfordton now. So the show's going to be out there. Still, all the same great characters are going to be in there. Most of them that you've seen throughout the years are going to be out there, and a lot of new characters out there. And it's going to be great. I can't wait. The tag team tournament. You're going to be in the tag team tournament.
Yeah, I'm hoping to win it, but I doubt I will. There's a lot of, really, really good talent in that tag team tournament that's going to go on. But we're keeping Billy's memory alive and keeping what he stood for alive. And like I said,
we're going to give it one heck of a try to win it because I'm walking out with you guys. We're going to give it one heck.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna work my ass off.
Right, that's right.
From nowhere, somebody hit one of them, big moves, and that's it. But
Jack Morgan, what's going on, Bassmaster? Welcome to Hashtag, man.
Bassmaster has his own darkness he's been dealing with. Apparently, I've been watching a lot of his videos. He's got a new something he's slipping into. It's kind of a little scary.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to keeping
the question is, Jack Morgan going to be there in HWA? Uh-oh.
Well, you have to talk to Joey.
Joey Murr.
He's the one who approves and denies the workers of that.
Right.
So that's you definitely have to, and so.
But without a doubt, it's going to be a great show. Again, I want everybody to come out October 30th at the Gilkey Community Center for the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup. You're not going to be disappointed. 2 shows in one: a tag team tournament and a battle royal. So you're definitely going to get your money's worth out there.
Yeah.
Like Big Country always says, you're going to pay for the full seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
Right, and he's going to be in that tag team tournament. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's set in stone, but I know Sweet Dream said something to Rhonda at the that show they had in Mooney's Lounge.
Yep.
Not too long ago about Sweet Dreams and Big Country tag.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of great people in the battle royal too. We've a lot of names being thrown out there. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be something. We had a big surprise last year for the win. When it looked like Jake Jacobs was going to win it, from out of nowhere, here comes the referee, Gene Perry, that we were talking about earlier. And he throws him over the top rope and wins it. That was pretty exciting. So you never know what you're going to see out there. And again, it's all about Billy Ruff and his memory.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And I love helping Rhonda help put it together as much as I can. I'm not really a booker or anything like that. Like I say, I'm more, I'm a wrestler, but as much as I can help and throw in ideas, for her to throw to Joey and you, I do. So.
Right. Well, it's going to be fun. We're going to go out there and we're going to give it a whirl to win that tag team tournament. We're definitely going to be in the hunt.
I want to be, one thing I want to come out of this is, I want to be recognized. Both me and Craven. Craven's I'll tell anybody any day. Craven's already got that recognition of being a great wrestler, a great worker, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I know you ain't going to say you're not. Don't make me come through this screen.
I'm going to say it because I doubt myself a lot. And I know what you're going to say. And, yeah. But I'm trying to get that recognition for, I don't know. I feel like I've been doing it for so long. I'm not trying to ask for pity by anybody. You need to watch me because I've been doing this for this long. I want people to look at me and say, "Wow, I think maybe we should book Aftershock or something."
I would in a heartbeat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would in a heartbeat. If I was a promoter out there, I would.
I know you've had conversations talking about stuff, and a lot of it I disagree with because you claim you claim I'm good, and I'm not saying I'm not good by any means because I'm all right for a fat guy that's not in the best shape in the world, but I just like that top tier. I feel like I can sometimes go with them, and then sometimes I'm looking like, bro, I don't know if I can do that. I watch some of these top names. I'm not going to name anybody because I don't want anybody to feel like they're better than others, or
somebody being left out of the list. Yeah, I got you.
I look at some of these people that are considered top stars in this bit on the indie scene in North and South Carolina, and in the South or on the East Coast.
I'm going to say it like this: you don't know T, get in there and you do it. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true. I just and the tag team division, we have stepped in the ring, and in my honest opinion, with some of the top tier tag teams. And no, we didn't win, but I feel like we kept up with them.
Hey, you held your own. That's all that matters, man. And that's why there's 2 reasons why I love to manage your team out of darkness. One is because it stands for something. Like you explained, out of darkness. I have a bout with depression. I take 2 medications for depression, anxiety, and things like that. So I understand where that's coming from. I don't think I know anybody, and I do mean anybody, who doesn't deal with some kind of anxiety or depression or thoughts of, they're not good enough, or at times, it feels like the world's caving in on them. There's not a person in the world that hasn't felt that at one time or another. So I love that you guys, the name of your tag team and what you're about means something. And of course, both of you are good wrestlers and good guys on top of it. So that's why I like being a part of this.
We try, we really do, and I mean, I know personally, I go out there to do my best. Craven, he goes out there and does his best. We got good support. He's got an amazing girlfriend behind him. I have an amazing woman behind me.
And you have one behind you. So Aftershock versus Scott Larson, that will never happen, sir. I will tell you, in a million years of wrestling, as long as me and the dinosaur next to me over here is alive, that'll never happen, because I could never go in against.
Who do you call a dinosaur?
Me and you, we're both dinosaurs.
Oh, I was about to say you called Connie a dinosaur. I was like, she's going to beat her.
No, she just came in here too when I said the word dinosaur. She just kind of
she thought you was talking about her too.
Yeah. She's giving me that eye. Don't worry. She's standing right there giving me that eye. Like, okay, keep talking. You know my wife way too well.
She will tear you a new one.
Well, Aftershock, we have been on here an hour, sir. It's always enjoyable to have you on #Truth, man. And you are always welcome to come back. The only thing missing is next time, please bring your tag team partner with you.
Craven, you heard that. Next time you come on here.
And next time, tell Miss Rhonda she doesn't have to be shy. She can come down and say hi to everybody. She has done a #Truth herself.
Yeah, she needs to get on here. I should go upstairs real quick, but I ain't gonna do that. I don't
want to embarrass her, but I will put this up there again for her before we leave. And this is how I'm going to end the show. So we're going to end it like this: October 30th, Gilkey Community Center, the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup. Me, myself, Aftershock, Miss Rhonda, everybody. It's all about Billy Ruff and his memory, and it's going to be a great show. 2 shows in one. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be worth, like I said, you pay the $10 to get in. That pays for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge, and that is the #Truth. We'll see you guys Monday. Yes, Monday. I forgot what day it was, Shock. We'll see you guys Monday for the next #Truth. Y'all have a great night.